I just saw the trailer and immediately I felt scared. I felt like I started to tear up immediately with all of the scenes from Alicization. I don't know how. I don't want to try to. I don't want to maybe start tearing up right now or anything, but it felt very. Watching the trailer, obviously, I'm pretty sure they put it together like that to showcase the epicness or the hype of Kirito or coming back, right? Just seeing all the bad things and the messed up stuff and the sad things, building it all up, and then at the end seeing Kirito's face, waking up with those golden amber looking eyes, bro, it looks so beautiful. It looks so good. But the thing that had me extremely nervous and scared for this part is that I feel like I have not read the light novel or anything like that. I don't do that. I should just watch the anime and such. I'm starting to collect old light novels or whatever, but seeing this trailer, I feel like a lot of people are going to die. And I hope that the underworld doesn't have to disappear. Because from Alicization to War of Underworld Part 1 and to what's coming up Part 2, the amount of characters that I just fell in love with and am rooting for, rooting behind them, rooting for them, is so crazy. It's so wild. Every single one of these characters is just amazing in general. And oh my gosh, my right hand is shaking. I don't know what's going on, but I am extremely nervous. Part 1, we already got a bunch of good, not good, but very emotional type of deaths that were very sad and everything, right? You got Eldry, obviously. The way he went out, I was really sad or whatever, but the way he went out like a straight G. He went out like a G, man. Took on that giant, evil, dark magic type of spell onto himself and lost half of his body. And, bro, that was just... And then seeing Alice's face was just sad. Seeing her like that, bro, I know I'm going to see her again like that in this part, in Part 2 of War of Underworld, but seeing her like that was sad, right? And then you got a bunch of, obviously, the Pagilist, the champion and some of his people were dying and things like that. You got that sad stuff, but you also got that Lady Fanatio's Integrity Knight, Lady Integrity Knight, bro. The amount of time that we got of that girl was so tiny, was a minute or two. But I already fell for this chick. I fell hard for this girl. Regardless if I only saw her for a minute or two, I heard in the light novel there was more to that girl that they didn't put in the anime. But that didn't even matter, because the 2 minutes that I saw of this girl and seeing that quick little flash of her being excited in front of Lady Fanatio, being I'm your knight and everything, saw that. And then her bones pretty much are breaking, obviously, in her arms. The muscles are probably tearing in her arms and also in her legs, her muscles and bones in her legs, and probably her torso was crushed. And probably her skull cracked or fractured or broke or something like that. And she didn't give a shit. And then, oh my gosh, and her light cube breaking to where her soul just completely ricocheting the giant's leader was, oh, it was amazing. And then Lady Finatio, like, crying there, like, made me tear up and made me start crying. Like, just seeing the Lady Finatio like that, bro, that was amazing. And then you get, like, even on the dark territory side, like I believe, is it the orc or the ogres? The ones that look like pigs, the pigs or whatever. Just seeing the leader, seeing all of his people die because Vecta wanted them all to be sacrificed, so the dark mage leader chick went to him and said, like, the Lord wants 3,000 of your men, or of your soldiers and everything, right? To make this spell to destroy everything, even though that one spell only took out one Integrity Knight. That's why Eldry was a straight G that entire time. Was amazing. Just him seeing all of his people dying in that way, and then having their souls be used like that, and seeing the love of his life like that, bro, like, that was horrifying and sad. Obviously, we're gonna see him in part 2. And we're gonna see that mage woman in part 2 also, because you saw her that obviously she survived because she did that thing with the 2 mages that were next to her that were her underlings. Like, she put her hands into them or whatever and killed them, and then probably used the spell to survive or some shit. And, like, obviously because of her face looked sinister when that giant beam that Alice used was gonna hit her, or hit all of them, right? She had that snarky looking face, meaning that, like, obviously she was gonna survive. And you saw her in the trailer, and I think she was holding Lady Terraria, who's Sugu. Saw her like that, and then I'm like, and then going on with this this part 2, right? A good amount of people already died in part 1, but I already felt like part 2 there was going to be a little bit more, like, people that died and everything. And maybe this is random, but maybe we'll see, like, the rest of the Integrity Knights or something, because there is 31 Integrity Knights, and we only saw, like, what, like a dozen maybe, or like 10 or something like that. I don't know, but maybe we'll see a lot more Integrity Knights, which would be really cool. But anyways, in this part, in this trailer, what was scary to me and, like, very nerve-wracking to me is it seems like so many characters that I just fell in love with are going to be dying. Like, it looks like the Pagillis champion, who was fighting that Integrity Knight in part 1, who they both are just like she is kind of sadistic a little bit. Like, she wants to cut him and everything. Like, that whole fight was amazing. That was probably my favorite fight of the entire, like, part 1. But it shows in this trailer that he's, like, seems like he's passed out or something, or he's dying or something like that. And then the Integrity Knight girl, she is right next to him saying that, like, I think it was like, you can rest now or something. And I'm like, bro, if he dies, he's so freaking cool. I love the champion. He is so awesome. If he dies, I'm gonna be heartbroken, because I fell for the dude real quick in part 1. Like, he was so cool and so great. How like righteous he is for his people and everything. It's great to see. And maybe the Integrity Knight girl, I keep forgetting her name. It was like Sylvia. It starts with an S, I think. But maybe she is letting him rest, and then, like, she's defending him maybe against all of those red armored like players that went into the underworld. Maybe she's, like, trying to say, maybe she dies too. Oh my gosh, I hope that she does not die. Like, I love her character, and I love her love her sword. I love that thing so much, with how thin it is and everything. It's just so cool. So just to see that kind of scared me a little bit. And then, you know, the Dark Mage leader girl is, like, attacking everybody with, like, this like tentacles, like, evil looking, like, spell, whatever the hell she was doing, like, it seems like she's sucking the life force out of like people or something like that. I don't know, but that was kind of scary too. But something else that I felt very nerve-wracking for was in this trailer. It seems like Broccoli is going to be fighting Vecta, Lord Vecta, Mr. Miller, and he's saying, "I'll show you the weight of my sword and everything." And like, even I love Broccoli and everything. At the very least, I don't think he's getting out of that fight with Mr. Miller unscathed. At the very least, unscathed. And just seeing that, even though it was just a clash, I don't know if he's going to survive. I genuinely hope he does, because what Broccoli and Lady Finatio is, to me, is like akin to the Dark Knight Commander that Dark Knight Commander and that girl that he was going to marry, like his woman, which they both died in episode 4, part 1 or something like that. But I think like Broccoli and Lady Finatio are like akin to what the commander of the Dark Knights and what his woman were. And since they didn't have a happy ending, obviously, because still episode 4 is still horrifying and like horrifying and traumatizing and sickening to me still. I don't know if I can still even I don't even think I could watch that episode for like a long time. I don't think I could do it. But just to see them not have the happy ending of like him saying, "Let's get married," and just end this farce between the Dark Territory and the Human Empire and stuff, and then it not happening, and then both of them dying, I hope it's the opposite for Broccoli and Lady Finatio. Like, I genuinely hope that, because I don't want to see that again. Like, I can't see that again, because that was just horrifying. I can't do it. I can't see it. So I genuinely hope that maybe somebody comes in and helps Broccoli with fighting. Maybe Alice is going to fight with Broccoli, or maybe Lady Finatio is going to fight with Broccoli against Vecta or Mr. Miller. Maybe that's going to happen. Or maybe Kirito's going to come in hot and just fight or something. But also another scene that I would love to see is that I believe it was a quick sequence in the opening theme of part 1 where Lord Vecta, or Mr. Miller, fights Alice and Asuna at the same time. Now, I heard that in the light novel or whatever, that doesn't happen or anything, but this is an anime, so they could do like a quick filler fight with Alice and Asuna fighting Vecta. Like, that would be really great, and I would love that a lot. And I could see like Alice and Asuna, like in the trailer, you see Alice like crying, being like, "Please." And maybe she says Kirito or something, and then he actually wakes up and he jumps in hot, and then it's all 3 of them versus Vecta. Bro, that would be amazing. I cannot wait to see Kirito fighting. I'm so ready for it. And oh man. And just to see everybody coming in hot in Alphamon line, like see Elizabeth, Silica, like oh my gosh. Just seeing all of them, like, oh man. I'm just ready. Like, even like Klein and Agio, like, bro. That was, and even not even just them, but like all of the leaders of like the fairy guilds, or like the fairy clans and such, fairy and elf clans, things like that, are there, and everybody's there to fight off those red soldiers and such. So like people don't actually have to die, and it's just like these avatars that are fighting with. And oh man, just I'm excited to see Solus, Sinon, and Terraria, and Sugu, or Lifa. I'm excited for those. And man, I'm just... Oh, and even not even just like those regular characters like Lisbeth, Silica, all of them, Klein, and everything, but also characters that are from season 2 in the last arc with Yuki. Like some of her friends, like you see it in the trailer, like some of her friends are there too. Like, everything's coming together, and it's so good. And I'm like so excited. And also something I wanted to talk about from the trailer was something that started to make me tear up and cry, and made me think like, please don't let Underworld be just wiped out or taken out or something like that. I genuinely hope it doesn't, because I became invested in so many of these awesome, amazing characters and everything, and like seeing all of those flashbacks of like the gray and white of like memories in Alicization from when Alice, Yujiro, and Kirito were little kids in the Underworld, all the way up to the point where Kirito's brain kind of got fried or whatever. Like them, like seeing that, and then I forgot who said it, but I think it might have been like. Anyways, I don't know who said it, but in the trailer it says like, our memories will always be with you, or within you, or within your memories. Like our memories will be within your memories and everything. It's making me think that like the Underworld is gonna disappear or something. I don't want that shit to happen. Like I can't let it happen. And obviously I don't think it's gonna happen, but just that sentence like scared me or freaked me out, made me start tearing up and everything. And then all those flashes happen from Kirito's mind. Seems like he's getting back his memories and such. So they're coming back, and then you see Kirito raising his head with those golden amber eyes, and oh, I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready for it. Well, actually, no, I'm not ready for it. I genuinely don't think I'm ready for like even more people to get killed. Because I feel Broccoli is literally 50-50 with me. Because I feel like he could easily survive just because of like what happened with the Dark Territory and the Dark Knight Commander and his woman not happening. And then I feel like those two being akin to Broccoli and Lady Fanato, I feel like they wouldn't just kill off those two and then also kill off Broccoli and Fanato. I don't think that would happen. But then at the same time, him fighting Vecta alone scares the shit out of me. And he might actually die. Like, I don't want Lady Fanato to go through that, like, somebody she genuinely cares about, like, genuinely loves. Like, she's in love with him. So it's going to be even worse than when she saw one of her Integrity Knight ladies pass away in front of her eyes. Like, it's going to be worse. I don't know how that's, like, it's going to be so bad. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm very excited to see the finale of Alicization as a whole and everything. The Alicization saga, best SAO has ever been. It's just so good. But I'm also scared that a whole bunch of these people that I just come to like genuinely love, all these characters that I've come to genuinely love, are probably going to be dying. And there's going to be a lot of tears. A lot of tears being shed. I'm going to be crying a lot in this season, or this core. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Like tears of joy when Kirito wakes up, or like Lifa comes in, and just like people helping out, I'm going to probably be crying. But also, just probably a lot of heartbreaking shit that's going to happen. And I'm probably going to cry again, cry even more too. Just let Broccoli and Lady Fanato have a kid or something. I'm like, come on now. Like, you just see it in their eyes. You can see it in the theme, the opening theme last season, even though like those scenes might not even happen or anything, but she's in the bed, and Broccoli's sword is up on the wall and everything, and man, I don't know. What did you guys think about this trailer? Like, were you as anxious and excited but also scared like I was? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about it and everything. Like the video if you did. Like the video if you liked the trailer. Like the video if you're excited for the final core of War of Underworld. subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, theory discussion videos, things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see you all later with the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. And plus, Ultra and Latom, please make it a really emotional but very happy ending. Please.